Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of Sherlock Holmes Nemesis or Arsène Lupin. Okay, wow, there's a whole lot of things to look up.
These bones are centuries old.
I'm gonna look around first. Wait, what am I looking at?
These bones are centuries old. These bones are centuries old.
Okay, that's literally it for the room. That's just a door. Yeah, okay, so...
It appears to be Latin, Watson. The inscription is almost completely worn off. Hanging above is a shield that we can't identify. It appears to be Latin, Watson. The inscription is almost completely worn off. Hanging above is a shield that we can't identify.
Charcoal? I don't know. Oh, yeah.
It's hardly more visible, and it will take me hours to translate them as they are so foreign to me.
Wait, I think I've already seen that coat of arms on one of our antique shields in the arms room. I seem to recall that Brigadier Metcalf explained the symbolism of these arms. If you show it to him, I'm sure he could share that information with you. He's either doing his rounds, or you'll find him in the dormitory.
I'll take care of it, Watson. Stay here and see if you can make anything out of the Latin inscription.
You're too kind, Holmes. Go on, then.
Okay, so...
These heraldic shields are almost completely obliterated. These heraldic shields are almost The nooks under the shields are riddled with holes and grooves, which seem to have been created on purpose. The screeches are coming from this crack and seem to echo. Without a doubt, there is a room behind this wall, but there is no visible entrance.
The corner of this stone was a bit broken, and we tried to enlarge it with a pick. However, the stone is too hard, and having seen what was underground, we didn't want to pursue the endeavour. Who knows what is hidden behind the wall?
Okay. Well, either way, let's head... Just go to the weapons room first. Gonna go into this mode.
This shield resembles that of the crypt. It appears quite old.
Okay. Let's head to the dormitory, Queen's house? I think it's Queen's house. Of course, the dude isn't around. There's the only other... There's the guy up front here, but I don't know if this is him.
Have you found something, Mr. Holmes?
In the meantime...
Have you found something, Mr. Holmes?
Okay, so that's not it. Well, I haven't seen anyone else walking around, so to speak. Can I do this without Watson here? Okay, in the meantime... let's see, here? It's either that or I just walk around until I find... Until, like... this thing interacts. No. Never checked upstairs. Okay.
Closed.
Jewel house.
I believe a bird on the roof was speaking, but I don't understand what it said. I must find a way to approach it.
Bird is on the... Sorry, I'm... Intense concentration happening here. Wait to speak to it.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Okay, so this is what the bird call is for. So... Blackbird, male pheasant, male black skylark, a duck, male pheasant from Australia.
Impossible. I can only take one. I must choose well.
Shh. I have no idea.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Can you make the bird sound again, bird?
I believe a bird on the roof was speaking, but I don't understand what it said. I must find a way to approach it. I believe a bird on the roof was speaking, but I don't understand what it said.
Okay, so
I
that's
must find
what
a way to approach it.
That's what it sounds like.
Impossible. I can only take one. I must choose well.
Is there a way to like hear it before we go back and forth? That would make things, that would simplify this so much. Nope.
I must have made a mistake.
Okay.
This part is
No,
dedicated
no,
to...
who cares? Who cares? Blackbird, partridge. Just avoiding everything that says black because the thing is clearly not black. Maybe a lark. Nope.
I must have made a mistake.
Well, if we could test these, if there's a way to test them beforehand and I'm missing it, then that's on me, but it just makes it so much easier if we could test it beforehand than rather having to do this. Male black skylark, duck, female woodcock.
I believe a bird on the roof was speaking.
No, shh. Let me just bring this up. Go here, do this. That's definitely not it.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
It's not much to think. You just have to go back and forth and figure this out. Female wood partridge. Male pheasant. They do this one? Wait, what?
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Maybe it is a blackbird. I just can't tell the color. Can we maybe... Oh.
I believe a bird on the roof was speaking, but I don't understand what it said. I must find a way to approach it.
Okay, interesting. Where am I at? Okay, that is definitely the wood partridge thing. Let's handle this one first because at least maybe might know what it is. Let's start doing...
It's definitely a partridge. Catch it now. The message written on this paper is illegible.
Okay, so 2 of the birds down. We have that bird up there, which I'm not quite sure at all.
This part is dedicated to...
No, who cares? Oh, what? I can't even access it anymore, so it's not even... Oh, didn't have anything to do with anything. Great. In the meantime... Oh, hey!
Who goes there?
Holmes, Sherlock Holmes. Are you Brigadier Metcalf?
That's me.
Let's get some words on this.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
I've been informed that you know the origin of the coat of arms on this heraldic shield.
Indeed. I'm no expert on the subject, but I do dabble in the Middle Ages. In short, I know that it's the coat of arms of the Round Table.
I've been informed that you know the origin of the coat of arms on this heraldic shield.
Indeed.
Okay, so let's just say goodbye
Thank
then.
you.
Think nothing of it. Back to my rounds.
Okay, so we got that.
It appears that the coat of arms is that of the Round Table. Strange, don't you think? No doubt the coats of arms on either side are those of knights or other heroes from Camelot. My intuition suggests that the Latin inscription is connected. Mr. Smith, would you have a book on King Arthur, Camelot, or the Round Table around here?
No, I'm sorry. And there's no chance that any member of the staff would have one in their own possession.
Watson, you must return to Baker Street and find Barnes, the bookseller. He usually works late, sometimes throughout the night it seems, ever since we brought him back that book from New Orleans. If he isn't there, find him somehow and ask him to open his store. A reference work that can help us will certainly be found there. As for me, I'll stay here to decipher this cryptic inscription.
As you wish, Holmes.
One of the guards can take you in a cart, Dr. Watson.
Very good, Mr. Smith. You take care of that, then return to see me. I will most assuredly need your knowledge of the place.
Okay, so we are back with Dr. Watson. Now, what are the chances? Isn't anyone there?
It's most assuredly closed. How will I find Barnes? I thought he lived above his shop. Perhaps if I called out. Barnes? Barnes! Barnes! Barnes!
Hey, are you thick? You'll end up spending the night in a cell if you keep this up. Such a racket at this hour. Hey, I recognise you. You're the detective's dog's body. I guess that with that coin I gave you, you bought yourself a keg of beer.
Listen, young man, I am not a servant, I am a doctor. And the reason I am shouting at the top of my lungs is not because I am under the effects of alcohol, but because it is required by an affair the importance of which a mere pencil pusher such as yourself could not possibly begin to fathom.
I'll beg of you, keep quiet, your lordship. I was merely trying to help your lordship avoid a disagreement with the police force. It is rather curious that a person of such standing as your lordship is howling in the middle of the night in order to hunt down a second-rate bookseller.
Yes, I see. Well, since you seem to know everything, doesn't Barnes the bookseller live up there, on top of his shop?
Would his lordship pardon me, but I'm a journalist, not a good Samaritan. You see, I sell my information, and you haven't named a price yet.
I have a few coins. Is it...
I don't need your coppers, Doctor. Whatever is inside there isn't worth a yawn. But we could come to an arrangement if you give me your word as a gentleman that you'll help me out some day.
Anything you wish. Well, within reasonable limit, of course.
Ah, it won't be anything difficult. All I want is to get a good scoop. Got it?
I'll do what I can, but discretion is vital.
I will be discretion itself. Listen, your friend Barnes had problems with his landlady recently. She claims he's been doing some strange experiments. He screams during the night. There's all kinds of strange odours. In short, 2 days ago, he had to move to a room at the Golden Lion.
In that hideous dive?
That's the place. He's there every night anyway.
But the Golden Lion must be closed at this hour.
Officially, yes. But you'll see...
We're closed.
Go on, Doc. No doubt you'll find your man inside. Until next time, Doctor. And don't forget your promise.
Okay.
Pardon me, I'm looking for someone. I've been told...
Scram, you drunkard.
Not there.
Hey, you there. Where do you think you're going?
Pardon me, I'm looking for someone. I've been told...
That don't interest me, mister. Here, I serve drinks and you drink 'em, that's all. When you start looking, you end up finding trouble here. So, what'll it be?
Excuse me, sir.
Shh, keep it down, mate. You'll blow me cover.
You're what?
Me cover, you deaf or how?
Okay.
But why a cover?
Because I'm a bobby, on the lowdown. Hush hush and all that.
You don't say.
It's a fact. I know everything about everyone, I do.
I would assume that a professional of the police force such as yourself must know where to find Barnes. You know, the bookseller on Glentworth Street.
Look behind the door at the back, near the bar.
I'll take my leave then.
Fine, but shh.
Sorry. Anything else in here? I'm assuming...
Sod off before I get Mike to take care of you, if you get me drift.
I'd be better to not insist.
Battered? You rat!
Okay.
Here, take my handkerchief, miss.
Thank ye, sire. You are a real gentleman, don't you know? And handsome too, what with your glad rags and all, so swanky. I've got a few nice threads myself. Perhaps we could get a little drink and I could show you my room.
No, thank you.
I don't please you? I'm too skinny? That's it, isn't it?
No, not at all. Well, somewhat. But that isn't the problem. I'm looking for a friend, and I was told that he was behind the door at the back, but the barkeep won't let me through.
You need someone to vouch for you to get in there.
What's wrong? Is something the matter?
Listen, love, you been swell, but I'm out of brass to buy my fix. So either you help me pay my debt with Luigi, and I get you through that door, or you get out of my way. Got it?
Poor child. She's a ghost. If Holmes could see her, he'd understand the horror of his vice. Let me think. Perhaps I could find something at our lodgings to alleviate the child's suffering and make her open the door.
Okay.
I'll leave you now, miss.
But I'm going to have to end the set here. So thank you for liking if you like. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribe. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. And until next time, guys, see ya!